In this video, you will be introduced to layers in InDesign. You'll learn that layers are, you will tour the layers panel and understand why we use layers. If you'd like to follow along, you can open this file from the downloadable practice file for this tutorial. When you have enough content in your InDesign document, you most likely need a way to organize it so you can more easily find hidden content. Lock content, select content, and a lot more. Layers are a great way to manage content in your documents. Now, to see layers for a document, you will open the Layers panel. To do that, choose Window, Layers. The Layers panel should appear on the right over here. Layers are like clear folders that can contain any type of content. It can be arranged so that all contents on one layer is above or below the content for another layer in the document. Each new document you create starts with a single layer named Layer 1. All content in your document is on that layer to start. You can create new layers based on what you need. In this document, there are actually 3 layers. These layers are created to help organize the content in this brochure by content type: text, graphic elements, and background. Because the content is organized into layers, you can do things like hide part of the content in the Layers panel. Click the eye to the left of the text layer name to hide all of it. This can make it easier to focus on part of the artwork, like the image in the background, without affecting the text. Click in the blank area where the eye were in the Layers panel to show that text again. Now the Layers panel can also be useful for the selecting content in the document. Click the small box to the far right of the graphic elements layer to select all of the content on the layer in the document, and to see a listing of the content on the layer in the Layers panel. Click the arrow to the left of a layer's name like graphic elements. All the contents in that layer will now be shown in the panel. You can see that there's only one frame on this layer. To hide the content again, you can click the arrow again. On the document, click in a blank area to deselect the rectangle. Now the layers in the document can also be reordered. For instance, if you drag this text layer by its name straight down, when you see a line appear below the graphic elements layer, release the mouse to reorder the content in the document. The order of the layers in the Layers panel determines the order of the content in your document. So the top most layer content is on top of all the other content. And the bottom, most layer content is behind all other content in the document. To hide the graphic element layer, click the eye icon to the left of the layer name, and you can see the text layer content now. Click in the blank area where the eye was for the graphic elements layer in the layers panel to show the black frame. To reorder the content again, drag the text layer above the graphic elements layer in the layers panel. When the line appears above the graphic elements layer, release the mouse button. You'll also notice the color of each layer: red, blue, and green. A layer's color is useful when selecting content in the document. For instance, move the pointer over the image in the background of the page, and you will see the green outline around it appears. The color of the bounding box that surrounds the content tells you which layer that content is on. The layer with the green color. Layers in InDesign help you organize. Select the high content among a lot of other things. Note that you have a general understanding of layers and the layers panel. Explore documents you create or some you already have to see how the content could be organized in the layers panel.